Yeah, good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, very good evening. Let me share the screen. And just wait, guys. Actually, I forgot the mobile to enable our MFA. Just give a second, please. Just give a minute. And moreover, did you try the last day configuration about the Sonar Cube? Or you simply left the session by listening? So let me connect. So actually, I prepared one more modified document. Slightly, I will share with you. You can try, okay? But let me log in. Amrit, are you there?
Yes, sir.
How are you, man?
I'm good, sir. So last 2 weeks I'm not good, sir. I'm really sorry.
Okay. So you and that guy is also busy, I think so, Mr. Who is he? Narayana, Adi Narayana. So according to you, your observation, we are already started Sonar Cube, okay?
Yes, sir.
So let us, I need healthy inputs from you. Let me configure and I will try to deploy the project to the Sonar Cube and we'll share together, okay?
Sure.
The guys, rest of the audience, please take care about the inputs once I talk to the Mr. Amrit so that you guys will get more idea about the static code analysis security testing. As per the plan, we are going in a proper way, and this week we are going to close the CA part. And one more thing is, let me second. Yeah, the 612192. So static analysis security testing is one of the main key component of the CI pipeline. And also, if you want to configure EC2s, if you want to configure SonarQube on EC2 instances, we need a separate instance type that we already discussed last day. We need a T2.micro to T2.medium. So let me launch the instance and we will configure properly. Last day, I modified the document. Mostly the CA part bit configuration wise bit difficult, but rest of the Docker and the Jenkins and Helm and Kubernetes is very easy as per my experience. Let me launch the server. So I'm going to take Amazon Linux, but here take the extra instance type. So are you testing any profiles and gates personally, Amrit? or some other team is going to monitor your profiles and gates once your code is submitted to the teams?
So we are doing the quality health checks.
You
So
are
after
doing?
yes, so uh, after we post the changes, so with each post, so the quality gate gets triggered through the CI pipeline, CI/CD pipeline. So we need to check that how many new bugs or code smells that is introduced.
Actually, sorry to interrupt you. In the last session, I introduced totally 7 plugins actually. The maybe I hope you gone through that. One is a CPD, PMD, Checkstyle, and Covertura and Findbox. These are the plugins I introduced. So
So,
instead of those, maybe if you have free time, you go through that.
okay.
Um, but out of the box, as you know very well, SonarQube is a best CI platform for the continuous integration and continuous inspection and code quality analysis. And here, as a DevOps engineer, if you come from IT background, who are having some development experience, or at least who are having some unit level and integration level experience, or at least if your team is exposed towards the code reviews, code analysis, code inspection, like walkthroughs and inspections and audits, there might be a chance to understand the analysis part. But guys, if you are completely coming from non-IT background to the SonarQube, first of all, you'll get a kind of doubt. So this is a kind of difficult work. Can you hear me, guys? Narsha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, the SonarQube is completely a static analysis security testing without executing the code. After dot class file creation is over, we need to define some kind of rules and conditions. Even if you escape here in the Jenkins part, at the Jenkins level, you can't, guys, because we have a separate stage is there in Jenkins in order to configure it. That's why do one thing. Let me connect to the EC2 instance and let us configure very slowly. Uh, let us go to our directory, go to the downloads, the CMD, right click. Yes, just sudo sui fun cd opt. So I think so. This time it won't gives any problem for you. Okay. Today is two, right? And come up with a two kind of documentation. One is XML, a formed XML file, and as well SonarQube setup. See. So the first and foremost prerequisite is, as you know, the SonarQube is running on the 9000. And first, let me install the Java 17. Go back. Harshavardhan, please try to looking at the any configuration path and spelling mistakes and permissions. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Thank you. So let me install the Java 17. After long conversation and after long review along with the current versions with the SonarQube, I decided to maintain the compatibility, guys. So if you don't follow this, maybe at your installation you feel difficult at your virtual labs. So be careful, especially SonarQube. Maybe we never feel difficult in the Sonar, maybe Nexus. It's a matter of half an hour only. If it is something successfully today, we'll slightly start with the Nexus by tomorrow. So, okay, then you try to configure the Apache Maven 2, and after that, set the here documentation is saying like 3.9.10. Download the Maven. Let's go to this link. Basically, when you are in the Sonar Cube, once the code is submitted to the Sonar Cube, behind the Sonar Cube, there is a HRU database. Is always trying to scan our code quality checks. Those checks will be integrated at the backend. And we have two users are there, admin users and Sonar users, like normal users. And main advantage of the Sonar Cube is, it supports almost the top 20 programming languages it supports. You can do static analysis. We maintain the webhooks. Don't worry, webhooks will speak in the Jenkins very clearly. And also, we will cross-examine how the code is so complex. There are two kinds of things. Have you verified, Mr. Amrit? Cyclomatic complexity and cognitive complexity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Those two are very essential, guys. One is cyclomatic complexity and cognitive complexity. So let me RM minus RF of Apache Maven bin. Okay. Let me move the Apache Maven to Maven. All right. Next, you try to go to the .bash profile, or first of all, let us try to create the users as a Sonar. Okay, so let us try to upload the configuration environment variables to recognize the Maven and the Java. Copy. Even I need to export the path. Guys, once the say part is over, I don't start Jenkins. Once the Nexus and JFrog is completed, we'll go for the Docker, guys. After finishing the Docker, Helm, and Kubernetes, and we'll try to integrate the Jenkins part. And moreover, I would like to request you on the Saturday, I want to integrate all the batches for the cloud platform. So looking at your side, if you are possible to free on Saturday morning 9 o'clock, every Saturday, I want to start the cloud platform. You think about your possibilities. If you're all okay, this Saturday onwards, we're going to start the cloud parallelly. Think at your end. So, sorry. .bash profile. Go to insert. You try to paste. Then you try to do source. What's that? I'm sorry, I forgot to give the equal. Go to insert and there's a gap. Okay. Then check the Java version and check the Maven version. All right. Then the problem comes from here only. Please aware of that. Let us try to download the Sonar Cube. So I'm using this link to get the Sonar Cube 10.6.0. Yesterday, we downloaded the community edition successfully, but we faced some kind of what do you call properties like permission issues. Let me download this file from the internet using the curl command. Go and paste. Go to ls. Let us try to unzip it. Sonar 10.6.0. Okay. Unzip is a command. Okay. Once it's unzipped, so let me remove if you want. Sonar cube.zip. So let us try to go for next step before you can try to rename it. That's not a big deal, right? Then you try to add the group and create the group as well as try to add the user to the group, guys. Remember this point. Let's go to, so let me rename it. Sonar cube to Sonar. ls, right? Okay, then this is not good practice to work with the admins rightly with the Sonar cube. That's not advisable. That's the reason. Let us create a user. Let us create a group. Here, user and group we are going to create with the group add command. Group add is a command we all discussed. So try to create the group and also try to add the user as a Sonar to the Sonar group by adding the -G option. Copy. Fine. We create the group as well as we add the user to the group. All right. What next? Then you try to change the ownership for the Sonar cube. Okay. So using ch1. This is the where we found some mistakes in the last day. So let us give the recursively on the entire folder structure called the Sonar cube using ch1r. Okay. Now if I say ls-la of Sonar cube, all right, the entire folders are changed with the username and group name as a Sonar and Sonar. Then what next? Let us try to log in to the Sonar user. And before that, you try to change the permission for the Sonar queue. For the user level, give read, write, execute permissions. And after that, you try to add the Sonar user into the sudo UR file so that you don't require any permission to log in. Copy, go and all right, ls-l of Sonar cube. Okay. Rewrite execute, rewrite execute. Yeah, complete permission for the user level. Then you try to give the user like a Sonar. Okay, this is looking at a Sonar all : no password all. Please try to add the Sonar user at the file called vsudo. Come down. Actually, it's a very big file, guys, but people never in the sense, depends on the context, depends on the interest, depends on the mood. People may like sometimes, people may dislike it. That's up to them. But it is always very, very important file to give the special permission to the user as a sudo level. Mr. Administrator will monitor the users at the specific network level, specific user level and permission level, process level. No password, right? So I think so. Give like colon, am I right? If I'm not wrong, right? So no password, all. Okay, Control X. Yes, hit it. Once you set the Sonar Cube inside the vsudo files, so let us try to go for whether the file is saved or not using this. That's why you do one thing, vsudo -c. All right, it's parsed and everything is done successfully. Okay, the changes are permanently done it. Then let us try to look for the S login as a Sonar user, su-sonar. Perfect. Go to the OPT directory. Now I'm able to access my Sonar Cube folder, right? That's good. And go and let us try to cross verify whether the particular Sonar profile is having the environment configuration or not. Why? Because we are going to scan the Sonar Cube analysis, static analysis from the Sonar user, so that this user should have permission to access the Java. Copy. Okay, go. So vi dot bash underscore profile. Did you observe this? This last day we missed this file actually. This is also one reason we face some kind of permission issues at the SonarCube level. Now, I think so. Good to go. And give some changes permanently using source command. Source and edit. Okay. So now even if you go Java-version, and mvn-version. All right. Now user is able to access it. Now go to the Sonar Cube folder structure. Let us try to start the Sonar Cube as a shell file, or maybe we can create our own services. So that's reason. And of course, we can set the Sonar Cube server letter, port number. Okay. Now let us try to start the Sonar Cube server using the Sonar start. Okay. Now go back. CD Sonar Cube ls cd bin cd Linux cd sh startup.sh start. Right. You can see the status. Now Sonar Cube is successfully running. Let's go to the EC2 instance and let us try to set up the 9000 port. Go to the security. Go to the security. And click on security group. And go and click on edit inbound rules. Add rule. There is a 9000 port. So incoming request coming from anywhere, updated. Then go to the instance and go to the SonarCube server. Go and click on connect SSH client. I'm sorry, instances. Copy the public IP of the server, go back and try to paste with the 9000 port. Now SonarCube is going to start it successfully. Okay. So let us go back to the server. You can download it. And remember one thing, after cloning the code from repository, The clone repository also doesn't have some permissions for the user. That's why you have to download this. You have to set the permission for this project directory. Okay, now go to the SonarQube server. Okay, so admin and admin. Go and click on login. So close. Maybe old password is admin. The new password is qhadmin@123. Okay, update the password. All right, so now once you came to this SonarQube server, first of all, let us go and try to install yum install -y get. Okay. Okay. Now check the Git version. Okay, Git is installed. Then do on the Git clone. You try to clone our sample project, which we need to scan it. Spring Pet Clinic project. It's a common running project in the internet. You can download from their GitHub repository. Go and copy this and go there, git clone. So permission is denied. Then I do one thing, sudo. Okay, clear the screen. Right, then just follow, guys. It's a very important step. You need to set this permission for the project. Copy. So project is here, the Spring Pet Clinic, and let me give the sudo so that you never miss the permission issues. I'm sorry, this is lowercase. All right. Okay. After this, you go to the Spring project, perform MEN validate the given pop.xml file is valid or not. Meanwhile, guys, to manage this one, safe side up, I take this pom.xml file because some kind of changes we have to do this. For the same Spring project, I added the check style plugin. In the last day, if you observe this, we got some kind of issues over the plugins. That's the reason I do one thing. I will take this XML file as it is and update it. If you get any error, we'll fix it later. Control C. So did you run offline mode, Amrit, in your Maven build?
Yes, sir. On local, we do roadmap and build.
Yes. So I think so. You already gone through the profiles
Yes.
in our
Never.
session.
Yes.
Okay. And what about release management? So release automation, did you involve into that? Because
Uh,
most of the times the builds are two types, as you know, snapshot repositories and release repositories.
so,
So
yes, I have gone through it. So there is a deployment team for us. So we write that which are the microservices that needs to be deployed, and what are the scripts or the SQL scripts or the anything we need to changes to the DB. We mentioned that, and we write different documents for them to prepare. So once they have the document ready, we try it on other environments, the local dev and on QA, and at the last it goes to the prod.
but as per my experience, your snapshot repositories always belongs to pre-prod.
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason you have to rotate the dependencies. Sorry, you need to rotate your artifacts to the multiple environments using profiles. And once you gone through the environments, and maybe if you feel all dependencies and artifacts versions and everything is done successfully, you have to go for deployment. Now I do one thing, guys. I will try to first uh, let me compile again, or maybe MVN clean. Okay, so if I say vi form.xml file, I do one thing, move form.xml file to /opt sudo. Now I do one thing, vi form.xml file, go to insert mode, and you try to paste. Then MVN validate. Okay, you don't have a check style. Then I do one thing, MVN compile first. Then after compilation, you have to generate the no token ID to run it. Suppose you can directly run the command call as a sonar:sonar. Okay. Just go and fire a command MVN sonar:sonar. See, it is asking some token actually, right? So for this reason, you have to, so you need to go to this login and create an account, and you need to go for the security. You need to create the token for the security. So without this token, The Sonar Cube never allow you, right? See, this is the one you have to remember, right? Okay. So looking at here, go to the account. So if you go account, so administrator, then security, then you just give the token name is Sonar server, and the token is, suppose I'm going to take the global analysis token or user token. Confirm here. Okay, so you take the either any one of this. Suppose I'm going to take the global analysis token, and it's the Redis server. Now this is called a kind of Sonar Cube, and if you want to give, you can give it. I just want to save the Sonas. Let me close this one. So without token ID, it's very difficult for you. Then you can use a command called mvn sonar:sonar. mvn sonar:sonar, the host URL and the login. Copy this and go there. Now here you should paste. So here you need to change our Sonar Cube IP address. Go back to here and copy. And where it is, this is right. I have to paste. Okay, then slash. So sonar:sonar, and I'm giving host URL where our Sonar Cube server is running. If it is not in single line, I want to give the slash for the new line. In the new line is taking the Sonar login as our token. I think so. You have to remove this one, Sonar token. Just copy and try to run this up. After compilation, you have to run this, guys. Go, clear the screen, and try to run this one. So loading the code quality profiles, looking at this most important, guys. So parsing is going on. Java Analyzer is going to do something. It start batch processing, and almost 44 source files is done it. If you observe it, the code quality analysis is done successfully. So if you observe this, it is not something like on the fly. The Sonar Cube is going a lot of things in the background. You should understand actually. So whenever the plugin is started, see, the basically cache. Sonar Cube is maintains the cache at the .sonar cache. So that whenever you do multiple times, every time connecting to the Sonar Cube and backing the HD database and verifying it, again come back, it's take a lot of time. That's why they maintain the entire Sonar Cube scan analysis in the cache directory and verify the default language. And required plugins are loaded. And here index is going to start at this time to cross-examine the plugins. And it's going to check the properties. Yes, our base directory is this one. And here, looking at after the target, because I already mentioned without .class files, it is very difficult for the Sonar Cube to scan it. Looking for this directory. Then specific Spring related settings are going to done and going to load the quality profiles. and activating the rules, start analysis the cache, then the sonar login is going to be verified through token. Then multiple programming languages are there in the sonar cube. According to our pet clinic project, how many languages are detected? Like 2 in 44 pre-processed files, like 44 dark class files are there. And the 0 files ignored because SM is going to ignore the settings. We didn't include the GitHub repository in the Maven. That's why I'm telling you, you can't understand the power of CA process. Most of the people ignore this, as you know, that's maturity problem. CI is not so easy what you understand. I stood on my points because after so much analysis at the source code level, after so much integration of the unit and integration level at the Maven, whether it is a monolithic or microservices, after performing pull request, merge request, once the entire units are verified, during this each and every unit verifications, any test cases are failure, you have to go through that and we have to retest it. Then finally, you have to integrate it, then API cross-checking, calls integrations and verifications. Then during that code quality analysis and plugins and profiles verification and gates verifications, and if any syntactic, any code is violating the principles, rules and conventions, and those things we have to consider it, and to make the build is so stable. The main objective of CI is what? Within a short span of cycles, you need to reduce the bug as much as possible. Continuous integration is going to be work under different environments where each and every check-in given by the developer to the source code, we have to cross-examine the behavior of the each checks is really working fine or not. That's the reason continuous integration can done in either pull-based mechanism or push-based mechanism. When it is a pull-based mechanism, you schedule the scripts at automated way. And if it is a push-based mechanism, when there is a changes happen at the repository. For every time, the process will be scanned. That movement, all these plugins, configurations, settings, each and every code you check in at the repositories, verifying the various plugins, various, not plugins, various stages actually. That's the reason if you're looking at the process, load the plugins and load the repositories, then start analyzing the 44 files are indexed. See, quality profile for Java is a sonar way. Quality profile for XML is sonar way. Sensor is activated. It's going to load the metrics repository. And sensor, Java sensor is a kind of plugin, not plugin actually is a feature. It's going to be start and cross verify the sonar like supporting Java version. Okay. And out of this, looking at using ESJ batch to parse 26 main Java source files with a batch size of 51 kilobytes. Then start the batch processing, 100% analyzed, the whole profiles will be loaded. And see, did not optimize analysis for any file, performed full analysis for all 26 files, 100% analysis, no generate source file is to scan, parsing is done, and out of file resource like scan it. And if you're looking at everything is going to be scanned, then some kind of plugins will be done like a CPD and CPD executor, analysis reports, analysis successful, and you can find this one. Under dashboard, you can give arg.sonarcube.sample.spring.clinic. So once it is analysis is done, you can see the reports here. You can get this report. You copy this, go back and paste. Now if you refresh it, see, the pet clinic is the past one. See, if you observe this, this is called core 7-axis principle: quality gates, reliability, security, security review, maintainability, coverage, and duplication and size, and what kind of language you done it. The first and foremost question from this SonarQube is what you scanned as DevOps engineer. Then we have to say we scan the 7-axis principle. What is 7-axis principle? The 7-axis principles are the main rules, conventions to say what kind of things we did it. So if you go to the pet clinic project, see there are 1.1 kilobytes of lines of code is done. The version is 3.0 snapshot. Then open issues, like there are 26 open issues are there in the maintainability, and 272 lines to cover it, no duplication. And on this particular date, we done it. And if you want to see the full history of analysis, see, back to this issue. Looking at guys. See, if you observe the issues in the given project code, merge this if statement with enclosure. This is a kind of problem done by the developer in the repos, in the source code. You have to ask them and you have to fix it actually. So even if you go with the security hotspots, as of now, there is no security hotspots available. Now go to the overview. See, the gate is passed. Quality gate is passed. If it is a failure, you should report to the respective teams, guys. And even if you looking at, suppose code, see, SRC, how many number of lines of code, security, reliability, maintainability, security hotspot, coverage, and duplications, and including all 2 files. If anything is violated, according to the conventions, you can raise the concerns to the development team. Suppose if you go to the measures, see, there is a coverage is something. See, we got the, observe carefully here. So there are 26 open issues are there, each and every folder, they given it. Even go to the profiles. See, profile is most important point. What is meant by profile? Profile is a set of rules and the conventions you are going to test the given project code is working as per the standards of the code or not. That's why if you want to do this, first of all, you should understand what is the profile, what to create the profile, how to create the profile. See, profiles are the rules you need to apply during the quality analysis. Again, one of the top interview question I said, profile is nothing but rules. So we have some default rules are there. See, there are 3.4K recently added rules. Even if you go to the SonarWay is one of the our inbuilt in name got it for this pet clinic project. Go. See, for this Java 1 profile, Sonar is 512, 24 minutes ago. See, we have JSP, like in this code, whatever developer written a code here, it will parse those things. So it will parse the, whatever the code available within the code. So they are going to verify the Java, JSON, and JavaScript. Suppose if you take the existing one called as a Java, SonarWay, see, there are totally 512 active rules are there. If you're looking at, see, consistency wise, active 79, inactive 53, intentionality 347, inactive 80, adaptability 36, 19. What is this are all? See, Software quality, security 29, reliability 161, maintainability 293. What are all the things? These are the parameters. These are the parameters of the, for example, if you go and click on 29, see, they found it. Active MQ connection factory should not be vulnerable to malicious code deserialization. Who understand this one? Mr. Developer only. So as a DevOps engineer, you have to get the input from the dem, from the developers, or you sit with the analysis part. What kind of analysis you done it, to what extent analysis done. So how you confirm the given code is not acceptable. According to my experience, if quality gates are passed up to certain percentage, I can confirm it. Profile is a rule, but quality gate is a condition. Suppose threshold, if the code is reached to 70% or 80%, I'm going to take my quality gate is accepted. What is your condition, Amrit? Your standards, compliances?
So it's 85%.
That's what's the reason for 85? Any kind of that.
Uh, so for the
It's a
test
line
cases,
coverage. It's a line
yes,
coverage, a branch coverage.
that's the line coverage of with test cases.
Yes, guys, listen carefully. That's why if the dev teams come to the DevOps, if you come to the CSVD experience, if their requirement is more on Sonar Cube, especially Cognizant and MNCs, they'll ask this question: How to done? I have always fun with the people who come to the industry without experience. Sonar Cube in the sense they only say about MVN Sonar colon Sonar. Sorry. Line coverage, branch coverage, path coverage, conditional coverage, mutation testing, cyclomatic complexity, cognitive complexity, and hotspots, duplications, and reliability, security, maintainability. Okay, so without scanning all the things, I cannot control my developer. This is your job. You keep on scan the code actually, put the conditions, what to put, what not to put. That's why one of the top interview question is, what is the differences between a profile and quality gate? Profiles are the rules. As we've seen, we have 502 rules are there. And gates, if you go and click on gate, see right now my quality gate is passed. The gate is nothing but condition. You need to put the conditions. For example, if I go and create my quality gate, for example, test pet clinic, then create. See, you have to put these conditions, right? See, metric issue is greater than. So how much you want to define it? So who will define this? So who will define these conditions? So who will define it? Suppose here coverage is less than 80%. Suppose if I go and click here, I want to give if the code is quality gate fails when code is less than 85%. According to him, I want to update the condition, successfully update the condition. And duplicate lines, so at least acceptable should less than 3. Even some projects, it may take 1% also. What is your criteria? Any idea about that, Amrit?
So less than 2%.
That's it. That's why if you working in industry, you can understand. Otherwise, blindly copy, paste, MVN, sonar, colon, sonar. It's not that much easy, guys. That's you have to always rapidly burn yourself, looking at the coding standards, understand the profiles. In this Java project, what is my developers' profiles? You have to interact with the development team, and especially at the unit level and integration level. You ask them, you take them, you prepare your own chart and ask the developers, is it okay? What kind of conventions you prepared at the unit testing level? Could you take me? Could you please share with that? And what kind of integrations, right? So on what basis I have to confirm my coverage is greater than 30%, 80%. Certain times, even some projects may accept the 65 also. So some people say 75%. So why it is 85%? So what is your metrics? It's a defect density, DD, boom. People never understand. Defect density in the sense, the number of defects rise to the size of the code. But especially you manual testing guys, even developers who come from theoretical background, they will by heart it. Defect density, defect rejection ratio, defect removal efficiency. Even, code coverage in the sense, number of test case executed by total number of test case into 100%. Am I right, Amrit?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is a metric you have to confirm it. Number of branches by total number of branches. Then how can you confirm it? Cyclomatic complexity is greater than 1. I feel it's more complex. So you have to update the conditions and lot of rules you have to take it. For example, if you take like without, all with, you're taking the project and you grant the permission to the user or group. Suppose if I say a Sonar users, then add it. Okay, then you try to go to the, this is the code, right? So 1 second. Yes. Then again, you need to try to run this one. And one more thing is rules. Okay, these are the rules. Is again, see, a lot of rules. Suppose Java, there are 667 rules are there. You need to ask the developers and you need to put it. And any filters you applied, Amrit, about this rules, like maybe in the reference point of view, exception point of view, or null pointers point of view, or any object references, nulls, and any exception related sites.
So we added for the streams when Java 8 changes added came back. So
Okay.
we added for Java streams and new APIs with the string APIs. So for them we have added.
Okay. So those are all comes under the suppose if you take the severity. See, right now the high is severity, like there are 143 severity bugs are there, right? So you have to alert it actually. So what is the concern? What is the main criteria to confirm its severity? Suppose sometimes high severity we feel it, but when come to the developer's perspective, you may feel like a low priority. Sorry. See, if quality gate is reached than 85%, then only I will accept. That is my condition as a DevOps engineer into my CI/CD pipeline. If it is not accepted, I will write the condition in the Jenkins so that you can enjoy it. So the severity is what? And if you go and click on the severity, the 143 severity, like reliability point of view. See, it's a high impacting on the reliability of software. That's what is the reliable metrics? So then reliable metrics is from the coding perspective, design perspective, size perspective, performance perspective, security perspective. That's why I think if you are 2 years and 3 years guys in the DevOps, you cannot judge the power of the Sonar Cube. So that's why very important. CI process is not properly validated, even though your guys are making too much sounds on the Kubernetes and GitOps and FinOps, even Terraforms and infrastructure level. Sorry, because code quality is always backbone to the things. That's why people say CI is the primary and CD is the extension. So if you go to the projects, and right now we have one project who's already done it. So one more thing is clean as you code. So see, clean as you code is the most efficient path to clean the code. What is that? So you should clean the right clean code, because if you have more duplications, what happens? More duplication is entered, and the quality of the calls from the stack to memory to will be more, and the more memory will be consumed, and memory leaks will happen. Then automatically leads to the application low performance, like performance del. So that's the reason. Suppose if you go Suppose I'm going to select the pet clinic. See, right now there are no issues on this project. The impact of clean code, as you code, it cannot be measured. So because there is no issues, right? It automatically perform it. So that's why, see, uh, there are some certain conditions are satisfied. See, so clean as you code, clean as you code. So here one thing is, it is trying to fix the existing issues in the software, just like mopping a floor before you plug the source of the leak. So this is also advanced feature in the Sonar Cube. And rest of the things, suppose if you go to the administration, that's not your job, guys. Maybe you can see even you can integrate with the DevOps platform integration. Yesterday we already discussed we can integrate with the GitHub, Bitbucket, Azure DevOps, and GitLab. In the next week, I will introduce the Azure DevOps because once you complete the CI platform, we can integrate with the Azure DevOps, as well as tomorrow we will explain how to perform build automation in the cloud platform. So right now, as of now, we take the code from repository, we perform the Maven, and we perform some static code analysis. Then we generate the jar, and we are trying to push to the Nexus. Some of the organization, they are saying, sorry, I don't have the build automation I don't want to perform build automation through a traditional way of doing. So can you perform in Azure? Can you perform in AWS? Yes, we do that. That is one most powerful feature is tomorrow. I will explain beautiful 5 to 6 web services in the Amazon without having any prerequisites. You blindly go through that. And so that we'll discuss one of the top pipeline in the current market is cloud pipeline, like code pipelines. So even see Jaco. See why I discuss the Jaco plugin there. Why? Because different organizations have a different maturity levels about the code. According to the someone you do client line coverage. Even Amrit said like Jaco is mainly line coverage. It is come from the coverage point of view, line coverage point of view, and even before that, you just go to our clear the screen, ls cd target, ls cd. I can go with the Sonar, ls. See, we got cat report.task. See, it's giving like what is the project key, server URL, server version, dashboard URL, like reporting. Suppose if you go there, this is our reporting. If you copy this, you can slightly go and get it. So it's giving a kind of info, or you can directly work with this here only. Okay. So issues. Even we have 26 issues and 2 hours, 1 minute effort. And see there's bulk changes, 26 issues. Even if you scroll down, you're looking at the status. See how many defects open and confirm it. So this is always you have to track it. And security category, see, OZAP. So that's reason OZAP top 10 is very essential. That's tomorrow I do some kind of stuff, OZAP dependencies. But people crazy, that's what I'm saying. DevOps is a bunch of the tools with a huge process. You should not decide blindly. But unfortunately, people are that's up to them, right? I don't want to comment, up to their maturity levels. So if you feel good, you can feel good. If you feel bad, you feel bad. But comments never change because process is that kind. See, so suppose common, see, this score, we have to get it. But how can I get this OSAP top 10? I will tell you. I will discuss. This is called also one of the static analysis security testing. The most very, very important nowadays. How did this OSAP dependency, Amrit? All right. We'll see. So, hope you understand, right, Harsha and Tejaswini and good morning, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, yes, so you try to take this project and dump it and look for the, I'll give a few more tips to you tomorrow. I will upload this documentation and I will give some additional attributes, how to do the condition, what are the various conditions we have to do it. I'll prepare a beautiful document, 2 to 3 pages. Every DevOps engineer, keep quiet and keep your doc with you. And SonarQube is one of the best prestigious automation CI tool in the market. Every team member, whether you are a developer or tester or whoever it is, doesn't matter. You must understand what is the static analysis security testing. What is a security? What is a quality profile? What is a quality gate? Profile is nothing but rule. That's it. Developers having some rules. In the code level, they are following or not, we have to do it. Profile, that is. Gate in the sense you put some threshold, like he said, right? Line coverage is greater than 80%, then all I have to accept. So gate is a condition, profile is a rule. Majorly, these two are the major topic in the SonarQube. You have to go through that. If the gate is a pass, you can go ahead. If the gate is fail, you have to stop the build and you have to inform to the developer. Developer will fix it. So in this way, the SonarQube is very essential in the CA platform. So we do one thing tomorrow. The first 15 minutes, I'll discuss about the dependency analysis and some more important tips. Then after that, we'll come up with the one more big project. We'll see tomorrow. Until, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye.